Alrighty, guys, I'm YR.1 here. This is episode 10. We've hit double digits. Season 1 still, obviously, and um, as far as what's going on with the Notre Dame Dynasty, now as far as what's going on, let's get caught up with recruiting a little bit. This is my recruiting class so far. Got a couple of really nice coups here. Courtney Pace, three-star corner. Three-star corner, but he's one of these diamonds in the rough that shows up every now and then. Got 92 speed, 85 acceleration, 85 jumping. Wow. Man coverage 90, zone coverage 88, press coverage. So he's going to have a good shot of playing early. If you look at my roster here, I got Cole Luke leaving as we are stuck in autosave at the moment. Let's go to the old depth chart here. Cole Luke being the senior here, we have freshman Sean Crawford, junior Nick Watkins, another sophomore Nick Coleman. We're actually pretty young, younger than I thought we were. But Sean Crawford has been getting worked over pretty nicely for most of the season. 88, 87, 88 press. All these guys are 88 man coverage with 86 zone. So he has a chance to play right away, if not start one of the corner spots, depending on how those guys progress during the off season. So Courtney Pace would be a really nice addition. This guy, Jimmy Oliver, five-star athlete, number 5 overall athlete. This is the kind of guy who's pretty much good at everything. He can be if we go to his stats, he's got 93 speed. He's got 81 throw power, 79 throw accuracy. He can, receive a little bit. He can run a little bit. He can run a lot, actually. He's kind of like a guy who could be a wildcat quarterback. He can be a halfback. He can play a little bit of receiver in some sets. He's kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he develops and also how I use him. I might have to use a playbook that has a wildcat set and kind of find ways to get the ball in his hands a lot. So it'll be interesting to see, how he plays out going forward. And we also have number 2 rated tackle Drew Allen, number 15 rated cornerback Adam Burks. He's not as good as Courtney Pace. Adam Burks here, he's more of a zone coverage guy. He's got 81 zone coverage, 81 man coverage rather, and with 85 zone, 86 press. And another athlete here, Joel Anderson. He's kind of small. He's 5'10", a buck 81. He can do quite a few things. He's got some throwing rate. He's 91 throw power, but the throw accuracy is pretty, low. Looks like he's going to best project to be a wide receiver. He's a little bit small, but he's got 85 route running, 79 catching traffic, 79 catch, 82 spec catch, 80, release. So that looks like where he's going to be playing. So that's the recruiting class so far. Not very big at the moment, and I'm in the contention here with David Green. Battle for Daryl Mangum goes on between me and Michigan, 5-star recruit, and Brandon Davis. And these guys are still in the mix as well. Tyson Matthews, the number 1 rated safety in the class. I'm currently in 3rd for him, but closing the gap. Luke DeAngelis, number 1 rated outside backer, 5-star recruit. That's going to be tough to get. And the rest of these guys are, long shots at best. So, these guys I'm pretty much still in the mix for. The rest of them, probably not. As far as the polls go, we actually dropped last week. I figured that might happen with Ohio State playing Penn State and me playing Air Force, so the strength of schedule kind of comes into play there. Clemson is still floating around at 8-0. BYU is 8-0 as well at number 4. They have a bye week. Miami's undefeated still. They got Florida State, Michigan at Michigan State. Oklahoma, Tennessee, LSU, Bama are rounding out the top 10. Houston still kind of floating around. Baylor having a good year. Texas having a good year. Iowa's kind of falling off a little bit. If you remember, they started out pretty strong. They've lost 2 in a row now. Wisconsin is starting to climb up into the top 15. K-State still hanging around. I like seeing K-State ranked. Them and Boise State. Michigan State just does not want to leave the top 25. They were teetering on the brink. They're now 5-3, and they got a big game this week. Nebraska, TCU. TCU lost to Texas. Western Kentucky is still ranked. You got UCLA coming into the top 25 this week, as well as Northwestern. Go Northwestern. Others receiving votes. Florida State dropped out. Oklahoma State dropped out. Mississippi State, Florida State, San Diego State, USF, Tech, Arizona, Utah, and NC State receiving votes. You know, this week we got our second Terrorist Academy. That's going to hurt us in the strength of schedule a little bit before we have Pittsburgh, another bye week, BYU, and Stanford. Air Force was annoying as hell for about a half or so until we finally pulled away. And Navy's a bit better than Air Force. I'm kind of curious to see how they play and how we match up. Well, we match up well, obviously. We're still number 1 in total offense and points per game. Defense is still pretty, poor. We're $118 in total defense. But we're number 13 in turnover differential. That's pretty much the only way we're doing much of anything as far as having a chance to win games, because we're so top heavy. We had games we could have lost. Okie State, I had to pretty much outscore them, 41-34. Michigan State, I gave up 35 points and had to score 49 to pull away in that one. Michigan, we won in overtime. So, if the offense doesn't do its, thing, things could get dicey for us. Forgot the BCS poll is starting to tighten up here a little bit. BYU is actually number 3 in the BCS poll. Wow. Clemson number 4. They're pretty much tied, really. Other than that, not too much of a difference. And the Heisman watch, Tarian Folson is back in the lead. Had a big game against Air Force with a $147 on the ground with 2 TDs. Here's the stats for the season, averaging over 6 yards per carry. He's got 12 TDs, averaging 145 on the ground, having a really good season. So he's back in the lead for the Heisman Trophy, along with Baker Mayfield. Curtis Samuels is still hanging around. Leonard Fournette makes an appearance, as also Taysom Hill. Kind of curious to see how Taysom Hill is doing. A lot of INTs. Got a lot of rushing yards. He's averaging about 82 yards rushing per game. Wow. So he's having a pretty good dual threat season. So that's what's going on across the NCAA. Alrighty, here we go. Terrorist Academy number 2.
Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Ncaa.
The academies are pesky as can be. So another dose of the option.
Polar opposites in terms of philosophies in this game.
Number 2 rush offense. No surprise there.
Quickly, sometimes facing a team that's based in a ground-oriented time of possession attack can be very frustrating. You get antsy. You get too eager to make plays. Can they maintain their concentration if they don't get the ball as often as they're used to? That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Fred Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
Is there a more storied venue in college football than Notre Dame Stadium? We're almost set for kickoff from South Bend. And now let's head down to the coin toss. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Navy tees up the ball.
All right, here we go.
For the opening kickoff. Holmes takes it at the 4. And down he goes at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, let's not screw around.
Notre Dame's got a kid who is playing fantastic.
Get the keys out and start driving.
National attention.
No. Yeah, this will work. If the receivers block, they block just well enough.
Run up the middle.
Let's reset a little bit now. We ran no huddle for about 3 or 4 plays. It's going to reset a little bit and get some non-tired bodies in there. Folson's about to pass out. Yeah, it looks like a 0 blitz here. Oh, that's what it was, but it wasn't. We have a massive alley here to Sean Kaiser. My goodness.
The 24-yard line.
What is going on with this defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with first downs and they're executing well, but the defense is just letting them maintain possession and move the ball.
But that's what we should be doing. We should be imposing our will. Haven't thrown the ball yet this drive.
Attack. Do some things to change it up. Take some risks.
Still be good here. Josh Adams rumble.
He's taken down around the 10.
Ooh, almost.
The 3-yard line.
There's nothing more effective.
There we go. Yeah, that was just a straight up hammering. Just lined it up and just ran it at him the entire drive.
Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
The Wildcats were ranked 18th. They hope this victory will push them.
Look at K-State, and they're now 7-1.
Any room to breathe in this game. The Wildcats get the W, 27-21.
All right, here they come. Here comes the option. Good old flex bone. We get a healthy dose of that. And that is what you can't allow. You can't allow the fullback to friggin' rumble like that. Come on, jeez.
44.
I mean, my goodness. That's better.
The 47-yard line.
Get some penetration going on in there.
To defend. At that time, it was well played by the defense.
Got in there before he could pitch it off. Avery Sebastian with a tackle for loss. Jeez.
Makes it out to about the 30.
This dude is just beasting. Thank God. Good. Hurt. Stay down. This is not good.
Brought down.
Not good.
16. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep.
I do like that the computer can run this offense well, though. That makes me happy. Thank you. Geez, stop the fullback.
Only about a yard there. The corner.
Wow. Yeah, they got all faces rolling so far. Fullback, quarterback, pitchman. Speed option, and in they go.
Midshipman.
Story of our season, the defense just does not show up consistently. And on that drive, it was just awful.
That one looked pretty simple.
Well, this quarterback isn't your average player.
Well, we knocked their starting fullback out for the game, thankfully. That's a plus.
Gets out to around the 35.
There we go. Wow, Folsom. Folsom getting loose.
Down he goes at the 45.
Hell of a run. There's no real reason to throw the football right now. None. I'm going to truck him.
He's taken down.
Gain 16 yards. We're at tempo. We're going to do it again. Unless we get called for a holding penalty.
Gains his way to the 10-yard line. The defender wanted it.
That'll kind of change things. No, it's offsides. Okay. Yeah, this is a run. That's a run look.
tackle at the 3.
And just pound it in there. Pound it in there. All right, just got to get them stopped. That's it.
Their minds. They just need to go out there and play. And he hits him hard at the 33.
And
so they run the option.
that's not a good start. They have 83 yards rushing already. Wow, this is crazy. We cannot stop the fullback.
They'll bring him down at the 28.
Knock out the starter. The backup, Mr. Chris High, comes in and has 48 yards rushing already. 38 on that one, on that carry alone. Good Lord.
Touchdown, Navy.
Which team would be the first one to throw the football? That's the question.
They seem to really be just
Single high right here.
through the motions.
And they're pinching their line now.
They gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively.
But they're just not strong enough. It's like, you know, punching a hole through a wet paper bag. Oh, are you serious?
Scoops up the fumble. And that's
Here we go.
Yeah, that fumble gives these guys some added life. Now let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
No one's there. Not a soul.
touchdown, midshipman.
Boy, did he look determined running the football. Nobody was going to keep him out of the end zone.
He'll return it from the 4-yard line.
Oh, let's go. Come on, Corey Holmes.
Across midfield. He's
Good return. Really nice.
6-yard line.
Let's not have the quarterback run the ball this time. Just hammer it.
And he's tackled around.
Get Josh Adams rumbling.
Touchdown, Irish.
All right, just back and forth we go.
That gives him another touchdown to go along with the one he scored earlier.
The defense has to...
And the quarterback rumbles. I haven't changed any slides, by the way. This is just
Huge
my team getting destroyed.
First and goal.
Tago Smith here running like freaking Jamel Holloway. Those of you who are old school college football followers will get that reference. Turner, Gill, Darian Hagan, Tony Rice, Major Harris, those option quarterbacks of old. I got the fullback stopped at least. Tommy Frazier. Anyone remember D. Dowis? One of the best option quarterbacks I've ever seen. Eric Crouch is really good.
They're at the 6. It's second down.
Tackle him, thank God. Jeez.
Smith gains around 3 yards on the option play.
This is crazy.
Room there for the ball carrier. The safety did a nice job with
Crowd in the nation, and they are turning it up a notch.
And they score again.
Yard line.
See, I'm going to have to score every time I have the ball until I get this damn thing stopped. That's if I get the damn thing stopped.
Makes it to the 37.
Yeah, just run it.
He's at the 40.
Ooh,
His way to the 36.
got popped there. Jeez.
Slings it. Tackle.
There we go.
20.
There we go.
Across.
There we go. Had him outflanked there. Ring it up.
There's a gotta be 4 straight
Oh my gosh.
To put points on the board. Grabs a
Jeez.
for the corner. Runs outside for a nice gain.
Well, that's an improvement at least. Hey, hallelujah.
Good discipline here by the defense, stringing the option out and
Thank you.
running lanes. That moved them back.
Navy could take the lead with this field goal. It has the distance, and he splits the uprights.
Boy, he had plenty of
Holmes from the 2. He's to the 20. Across the 30.
Well, Corey Holmes might take this one. He might go. He might go.
To the 10.
Let's go, Corey Holmes. That's his second return touchdown of the season. He had a punt return earlier. And this week he returns a kick return. I believe he had the punt return against Air Force. All right, let's not have him rip off like an 80-yard touchdown run, please.
Now he's scrambling.
Yeah, this is what we want. Let's get him throwing the football.
I'll tell you what.
Jaron Jones gets loose.
Maximum effort on every play. He is so hard to keep off the quarterback.
Get him, Dallin Hayes. There we go. Let's go. And we'll go to the half. Just a wild half. My God.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. Notre Dame's first half wasn't exactly what they expected, but I think I know what happened. Clearly, all of the players either had their girlfriends break up with them, flunked their tests, got kicked out of their dorm. I mean, something completely distracted, and now they've let this other team believe, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't think they got kicked out of the door, but I believe they might have.
Maybe they should.
309 rushing yards given up in the first half.
But, you know, sometimes you go through.
I rushed for 246.
The focus necessarily isn't as strong on this game, and kids' minds start to wander a little bit, and they don't look like they're as interested, and this is the result, and this is what coaches preach about every single week. Don't take your.
Well, we had the pitch covered, but that time no one took the quarterback. Took the fullback away, we took the pitch away, we didn't get the quarterback. Touchdown.
What a game this kid's having. 4 rushes have ended in touchdowns.
He is the definition of a dual threat. A guy who can beat you with his arm or his feet like he's doing today.
That play is scary sometimes.
And he's taken down at about
That mesh was not very smooth at all.
the 23.
One guy away. Rumble, 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 rumble. Wow, someone got their soul trucked away. Josh Adams.
And until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
The 47-yard line.
Let's go, Drew Tranquil. Thank you. Thank you.
They don't get back to the line of scrimmage there on the option keeper. A loss of 1.
Bum strong safeties I got, man. Bums. I swear to God, if I get a press break.
He's under pressure.
There we go. There we go.
Make the grab.
Unless no one's open. And I forget that I can't lead that ball upfield.
Is going to be felt by their defense.
Oh, let's go. Finally. Finally, we're showing some life here.
The offensive line needs to do a better job of not only
They busted out the old counter option that time.
getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carrier...
Fullback was played, quarterback was played, pitch man was played. Nice. Come on. One step forward, 2 steps back. There we go. Thank God. All right. Drew Tranquil's played pretty well this half.
Great plays calls. The defense just has the answers.
Ooh. I was almost able to cut that all the way back. That would have been pretty. You don't see that very often on a jet sweep. There we go.
Steps out right away.
Got Corey Holmes on a linebacker that time. Wow.
At the 44-yard line.
Man, it's an offense.
Wow.
The worst thing
That's just a case of me getting too cute.
getting sacked, but getting hit like that.
Just take the damn check down the flat, you dope.
Start doing a better job of taking care of it.
Now, all of a sudden, no one can move the ball. Both teams are punting like crazy. Drew Tranquil again sticking his nose in there. 4th tackle for a loss. Yep. They remember their fullback. That's going to be a face mask. Passing down distance scenario. 3rd and 5 is not necessarily a passing down.
This crowd can really be intimidating for an opposing team.
But it is here, and they're not going to get it. What will they do? They'll probably go for this.
Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up.
Yep, fullback. And we're not going to get him.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Let's go. All right, the safeties are making plays on the outside this half, but where the hell are my linebackers? Where's freaking James Onwalu, Niles Morgan, Tavon Coney? Where are they? Wow, they won the draw. Wow, interesting call there.
They call on the kicker for a long...
That makes it really tough on their kicker. Not the call I would have made. Kick is up. That's going to be wide.
No good. He pushed it to the right. Let's get an update now. Here's Reese Davis. Reese.
The Horned Frogs were ranked 22nd. A win's a win's a win.
TCU.
If this one impresses the pollsters. And for West Virginia, they've dropped 2 straight. The Horned Frogs top it off with a 7-point win.
Thanks, Reese. We've got to step it up on...
All right, can we score?
Notre Dame is up by 4. And they make the stop at the 48.
That's probably Deshaun Kaiser's best power read keep of the season.
They give to the tailback. He makes his way to...
All right, let's go.
42.
All right, set up play. See if we get it. We do.
Finds him.
Bring it up.
Touchdown.
Everything here was predicated on the ball fake. And I've got to say, it was nearly...
Ooh. Safety cheats in. Opens the throw-in lane. Let's go. All together now. Why can't you manipulate the safeties like that in Madden 17?
The intimidation factor is definitely here when you're playing in this stadium.
Let's go. Got him.
Great effort by this kid to get in there.
Jaron Jones, sack number 2.
Talk about a dominant lineman. This is the kind of guy you're talking about. He's got 2 sacks today. He can bring constant pressure. Really just a nightmare for the big...
All right, we're starting to impose our will now. Starting to get some sanity restored to this game.
Finding the end zone.
Let's go! Easy, easy, easy. Check,
Go, 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 go. House is bad boy. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got him into deep water here. This is the place they don't want to be.
Passes in, and it's picked off by the...
I don't think that's going to stand. That looks kind of funky.
He telegraphed that throw. He eyed his receiver the whole way. That was an easy read by the defense.
Might be one of those graphical hiccups that gets ruled in INT, though.
Yellow, 3. Red.
Caught. Big hit.
That didn't go anywhere.
Back a yard.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
I just called that because I wanted to get EQ a catch. No other reason.
Full attempts.
Is up. It is no good. Bit of a wind in his face. Not that heavy, but I guess heavy enough.
Eyes on Iowa City. The Hawkeyes.
Iowa gets back in the win column.
20-19. Elsewhere, the Spartans had a spot in the top.
And Michigan knocks off Michigan State. Let's see if that'll finally knock Michigan State out of the top 25.
Their winning streak is at a half dozen. The Wolverines cruise by 17.
All right, thanks, Reese. He's scrambling.
Wow. He had the wherewithal to dash out of there when the screen was blown up.
46-yard line. Throws and it's incomplete.
There we go. They'll probably go for it here on 4th and 5. This late in the game.
Light 17, light 17.
No, not gonna get it. Not gonna get it.
4th down, and the offense is still on.
Get this inch and take a knee.
Dog 4.
Brought down.
I'll do it.
The middle.
All right.
And the quarterback.
The academies are a pain in the behind.
The opposition.
Option football is a pain in the behind, but ultimately the talent discrepancy eventually reared its head, and we're able to beat both Air Force and Navy, despite them at times just marching the ball up and down the field. I mean, my God. We got a bye next week, and then we have Pittsburgh, BYU, and USC left.
And our final score in this one.
So if we, run into the table in those, we should be at worst number 2 and playing for the national championship in season 1.
The talent level of these two teams wasn't even close. Navy did a nice job of hanging in there against a far superior team, but in the end, they just didn't have enough to get it done. They played well, though. Nice job, guys.
So that wraps
Josh Adams putting in that work.
and Kirk Herbstreit. I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Well, didn't have to put the ball in the air very much at all. 3 touchdown passes on 11 attempts. Folson and Adams with, well over 100 yards apiece, well over 6 yards per carry. Receivers pretty much had a vacation. Did my linebackers do anything? They were invisible the entire game. Onwalu, who's been week in and week out, my best player, only had 2 tackles. Niles Morgan somehow had 4 and Coney had 5, but it was Drew Tranquil who stepped up big time in the second half. He had 4 tackles for a loss. He also had an INT. Jaron Jones with 2 sacks, and Dalen Hayes had a sack as well. So Jaron Jones is quietly putting together a pretty decent season playing nose tackle. Not easy to get sacks out of that spot, but against a overmatched offensive line, and of course he's playing defensive tackle in not three, but 4 down line nickel sets. He's getting the job done. We had 500 yards of total offense, 518, ran for 395. They ran for 448. My God. Jeez. And we each turned the ball over once. So anyway, we improved to 8-0. Survive and keep our season alive as far as playing for a national championship. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.